Hello everyone, it's T here with Golden Thread Tarot. How are you lovelies doing today? And I'm here to bring you another collective message. Now, of course, like usual, we are going to pull some tarot and some oracle cards. But today I have a little channeled message first. So this is a very interesting type of channeled message that I've never really received before, that I've never really received before from the divine, which was, I have personally received it, but not as far as like giving it to you guys. So you guys know that I receive messages through many things, through signs and symbols around me, through like natural occurrences or natural events, as in like seeing certain animals, or like a rainstorm, or like train horns and random things, random colors and things like that that I see. But I also and of course through music, which you guys have seen me channel through music on this channel before. However, I also can channel through books and through other media, through other TV shows and things like that that I'm guided to watch or guided to look at. And last night I was on a certain streaming service, right? That has to do with a mouse, right? So, and I was guided very much so to several different TV shows and things like that. Some that I had watched, some that I hadn't, to get a channeled message from you guys, which was very interesting to this time, right? So I was first led to watch a certain like 5 minute section from one of the episodes of the WandaVision show, um, which was about when they very first discovered that Westview was in like had this barrier around it. So I'm very much so feeling like you and this person. I'm feeling this is a twin flame collection. You and this person have some kind of barrier in between you because someone has cast some kind of glamour, right? And I'm not sure if that is from this lifetime, if that's like a karmic or what exactly it is, or if it's just karma that you have in between you, if it's a specific person actually casting spells on you guys, or exactly what it is, or if it's something the divine has put in place to help you guys learn lessons, right? So it was kind of like this kind of magic trick that's happening. It made it hard to see the truth of who each other was, of who you were supposed to be, of what you were supposed to be doing here. So it's put up this barrier in between the two of you. I was also led to look at the. I didn't watch it, but I read the description of it, which is a Pixar short called Loop, which I've never watched before. But I got from that, I got around and around in a karmic loop until you learn to change the connection and heal what's happening in between you guys. And I heard the curse. So there's a specific like karmic lesson or karmic loop that the two of you are stuck inside of again and again, not being able to recognize each other, or like instead of being drawn together, you're pushed apart, some kind of something like that. And the main key of it is understanding each other and seeing each other from each other's perspectives. So it's about being less judgmental of what the other has gone through, or what the other is projecting on each other. Being less judgmental about the certain darknesses that each of you have to are being asked to really heal and work your way through, right? And I also got in separation, in a non-verbal separation. For some of you guys, I got several time spans. For some of you, it could be up to 10 or 11 years. For some of you, it could be up to 5 years. And this is a separation that could have came. You could be in the middle of a separation right now where you would be spending that, or you could have been spending that time apart. Now, that for some of you, for the 10 to 11 years, you either could have known this person for a long time, or you could have not seen this person for a long time because you met them unbeknownst to you in your childhood, is what I'm hearing with the 10 to 11 years. It's very possible that but unbeknownst to you, you met this person, possibly so far back that you don't really remember meeting them. 414 down on the clock when I said that. So, but I got a very like non-verbal communication. And then I also got that there was a new connection coming in that you needed to move forward towards, right? So the next thing, the next little, it was another Pixar short, the Lava short. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. It's only like 8 minutes long. Like check it out. Check any of these things out that I'm talking about to see if you can get any kind of messages from them. Now I have watched the Lava short before. It's really cute. It's really sweet. But I got with this new connection, I got a very like island Hawaiian sort of type theme out out of it, of course, out of what's happening in there. Also, two sacred beings forced in separation. So I was really guided to think about Newt and Geb, who are the sun and the earth, or not the sun, but the sky and the earth, who are sacred partners that are destined to always be separate, away from each other. So I got a very kind of feeling like that, like two sacred beings, cast to spend time apart from each other to heal certain things. So for some of you, that might mean that in this lifetime, you and your twin flame are actually not, the divine plan is for you to not actually come together in some kind of union, because there's some kind of separation or barrier here that the two of you need to work through, right? That you need to heal. All right. And with more of the lava, I got that you were praying for each other. That this could also be this new connection that's asking to come in. Spending a long time apart, praying for each other, wishing to have somebody that would be that other part that you felt like you were missing. And I got a very, you think you miss each other, like you think that it doesn't line up, that you two not coming together just doesn't quite work out, but you just need to spend this time apart from each other so that you can heal and build yourself up in the meantime, right? I also was led, I'm not going to talk about that. I also got led to um, the the constellation Cassiopeia. Like I was channeling this and I heard the constellation Cassiopeia, and I got led to look up the story behind the constellation Cassiopeia, right? And it was the fact that Cassiopeia was like a ruler, and she said that her daughter Andromeda was more beautiful than the nymphs of Poseidon, right? And so Poseidon cursed her, right? Cursed her by sending like this sea monster to come and destroy the town that her and her husband ruled over, unless she sacrificed her daughter to the sea monster, right? It's really messed up, right? Which they ended up trying to do, but she ended up being saved by Perseus, who was coming, who had Medusa's head and ended up turning the creature into stone, right? But the that's the really super short and simplified version of that story, right? But the overall point that I got over it was pride. So one or both of you is really being asked to really look at your pride, and that your pride is overruling honoring the gods or honoring the will, right? Honoring the contract that the two of you have together to come together in sacred union, right? There's a sense of pride, the sense of putting too much emphasis on what's on the outside and not what's on the inside. So I'm really feeling like this separation could have been caused by either one of you. It could have been a divine masculine or a divine feminine. I'm hearing probably a little bit more maybe the divine masculine in some instances, where you were pride of judging what your soulmate looked on the outside did not match what you had in your mind it was supposed to be, right? Now, I don't know if that means that this person wasn't the same religion, wasn't of the racial background, didn't have the cultural background or the body shape, size, whatever it was. But there was like a sense of pride that got in the way between this connection coming together. All right. Also, we're gonna get a channeled message from our ancestors on this, on what we should heal, on what we should focus on. In particular, I've been guided to pray, especially I know that we've been talking a lot about healing parent wounds on this channel here recently. I know of a lot, excuse me, I want to move this a little bit. That it's been so important. And so understanding, I've been talking about this, going through the stages of grief, right? And then going through the stages of understanding so that you can go back and heal yourself. And an important stage is anger, right? Is understanding. Now I don't mean taking violence into your own hands. I don't mean expressing that anger in a violent way. I just mean allowing yourself to understand you are allowed to feel anger towards the people that hurt you. You're allowed to feel this anger. Your anger is valid and it's okay, right? But it's letting yourself linger in that anger where it causes issues, right? So here today, we are going to be praying to the lovely, beautiful Sekhmet, right? Sekhmet, the red lady. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it, right? Allow that anger. Don't let it allow it to settle inside of you. But so much of the time we are told, get over it. They're your parents, forgive them, let it go. You should always honor your parents. You should always trust your parents. You should always, be respectful to your parents because of what society says, right? And so a lot of time it's hard for us to allow ourselves to linger in this, or to allow ourselves to even feel anger towards our parents, because we've been taught our whole life to instantly forgive our parents, right? To get over it and to give power back to them, right? So it's important. And especially if you had a parent that abused that power, that abused that, right? To be like, even though they were being I'm hearing narcissistic, or even though they were being like abusive, that it was like, you're always supposed to respect me, or you're always supposed to listen to me because I'm your parent, which in a normal circumstance might apply. But when you're talking about an abusive person, doesn't have the same ring to it, or doesn't have the same rules to it, right? And so it's important for us to kind of recontextualize that in our mind, and kind of evaluate how we see that and how society says that we're supposed to react to this, right? So I have some carnelian on, which is the stone that represents Sekhmet, right? It's really good for grounding. I love the stone. I have this. I'm also hearing some of you might need to get some red jasper, which will also help you ground, and then also some fire agate. So just some red stones is what you need to be meditating with right now, and to kind of help you kind of have the color red around you, so that you can allow yourself to feel that sacred anger, so that you can release it, right? Feel it so that you can absolutely release it, okay? And I'm being guided to get a different deck, so hold on just one second. All right, so I was really guided to get this, the Romance Angels. Oh, and look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Healing family issues, right? Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay, right there. And forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So absolutely. And I'm seeing like the you deserve love. So definitely, free yourself, healing yourself, allowing yourself to be free, right? When you allow yourself to say, okay, I am allowed to be angry about what happened to me, because a lot of times, especially if we have abusive parents, they want to come in, cause the drama, and then solve the drama, like be the bigger person by being like, oh, we shouldn't fight about this, even though they started the fight or they started the drama, right? And then they come out with, oh, well, but then when you're like, you want to hold them to task for the things that they are doing, you should immediately love yourself first. Okay? You should immediately free yourself. You should forgive me, right? So you get stuck in this loop of them causing a problem, them being the savior or solving the problem, and then you immediately having to forgive them and move on from it because they're your parents. And you don't allow yourself to linger, to not linger, but allow yourself to feel this anger and be like, no. Sacred justice says that I am allowed to feel angry at you, even if you are my parent, especially if you're doing something that doesn't help, right? It's not helping me. Especially if you're the one causing the problem. But it's important, right? Feeling this anger stage is important, but it's important to not linger in this anger, right? It's so important to not linger in it, but to allow yourself to feel it, to understand it, to grasp it, to understand that feeling this power and the strength inside of it, can give you this self-ownership back to yourself, right? Because a lot of time justice comes from the anger from injustice, right? The fact that you will seek out justice comes from the anger of understanding that there is injustice, right? Of course, you want to seek those things out in healing, understanding ways, of course. Attraction. You attract romantic love by fully enjoying this moment. Exactly. So allow yourself to understand, to identify, and then yeah. And then allow yourself to let it go, right? To let it go and live in this beautiful attraction. A lot of you too have self-worth issues or have negative body image issues because of this abuse from your parents. Okay. Wedding and engagement both came out. Wedding, engagement, and career and finances. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. This situation involves marriage. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So there's somebody out there right now that is worried that they don't have enough money to get married or to be in a committed situation with somebody because they've been given a lot of instability in their because they have instability in their worth, because they feel so tied down, because they haven't spent the time loving themselves first or forgiving their family so they can spend the time loving themselves, right? They feel financially weighed down. And I'm hearing like lack mentality. They have a lack mentality in themselves, right? But it's important that you make the effort, right? Make the effort to do this healing work. Sekhmet, what other messages do you have in this situation? What other messages do you have? You deserve love. You deserve love. You are lovable. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Some of you really need to spend some time out in nature. You really need to spend some time, and that's really gonna help you specifically with your mother wounds. Okay, understand getting your finances and commitment issues together is gonna help solve your father wounds that you're having right now, right? And getting away, spending time in nature, nurturing yourself, loving yourself, spending time giving back to yourself, taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually is gonna really help with this nurturing. Nurturing yourself. If you feel like you weren't very nurtured by your mother, if you feel a lot of anger and things like that, nurturing yourself as in taking care of yourself, drinking the proper amount of water, eating good food, being around friends that are loving and helpful to you. Also, it's going to help with your trust issues here, right? Especially with this right here, I'm really feeling like non-committal. Like somebody out there feels very non-committal, and they feel that way, and it's really tied into their finances as well. So they feel like this lack of abundance. So they are perhaps even scared to get married or be in a marriage because of what they saw their parents go through. What their parents could have gone through a very nasty or messy divorce. You or them, whoever that is. And I'm hearing not a train. That would be scary. I'm hearing a plane go overhead, which means traveling, changing, movement away from this. I'm also hearing you might need to move away from your parents, or just put some distance, at least mentally or emotionally, in between you and your parents. Yeah, but you also have a lot of these trust issues right here because of this unrequited love. You felt like you weren't nourished. You felt like you weren't taken care of. You felt like you weren't prioritized, right? So it gives you this really bad trust issues with allowing people to actually be in your life without having like controlling issues, right? And here with this soulmate, oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. What did I just say? Right? Pay attention to the red flags and let go of control issues. I just said that, right? Let go of control issues. Pay attention to the red flags. Something is going to be changing very soon. Give your relationship a chance and a soulmate. It's very possible that you could come into contact with a soulmate. And a lot of people are like, once they are like, I'm on the twin flame journey, like that's it. They convince themselves that they can only ever be with that one person for the rest of their life. And that's not true, right? That's not true. Sometimes you really have to move on beyond a twin flame. So like I said, sometimes twin flames are really not meant to come together. Sometimes you're meant to be with soulmate partnerships, right? So that you can understand, right? You can understand and evolve from something that this soulmate can give you that your twin flame can't, right? And that is a thing. Also, for some of you, you need to release an ex, or you just need to release old energy, right? The time has come to clear your energy, which is what this is. You need to heal all of these parent wounds, all of these all your trust issues, your abandonment and lack of trust, which comes from feeling abandoned. This non-committal, lack of trust, lack of abundance. I don't have enough. I'm not enough. It comes from usually father wounds or mother wounds, either one. Just your parental wounds in general, where you feel like you're just not enough, which really stops your flow of abundance. It closes down your heart chakra, and it stops you from really deeply subconsciously feeling like you deserve to have a soulmate. You deserve to be free. You deserve to love yourself, because it really messes you up when you feel like your parents don't love you, right? It really messes you up. And so it, you know, it really makes you have unhealthy attachments, or, you know, trust issues. And I'm feeling like trust issues is coming here. Yeah, definitely childhood, right? Childhood, and that let your friends help you. Let your friends help you calling in your soulmate, okay? Your friends are going to help you. There are important friends in your life, or important, right? That could be the soulmate coming into your life to really help you feel, to help you heal. You need to be healing yourself, but as you're healing yourself, there are definitely other people in our lives that are there, that are there to help us heal, to help us steer ourselves in a certain direction, right? And worth waiting for. Divine timing is at play in your love life, and that falls into this trust. You have to trust the divine. Trust the timing, because a lot of you are feeling like, oh, you know, my soulmate isn't coming in. It must never be happening. I haven't met them before, so it must, you know, my money is not right now, so it must never gonna happen. You know, it makes you really doubt, and that doubt stops your manifestations, and it stops spirit from being able to allow these things to come into your life, because you don't understand it, but you energetically block these things from coming into your life because you don't trust it, and you don't trust the divine, because you really need to work on forgiving your parents. And I know some of you are asking, well, what does this have to do with my twin flame? This is it, right? You, and a lot of times you and your twin flame are born, you're light workers, you're born here to help heal generational curses, which means you are here to help stop abuse, right? You're here to heal yourself so you don't pass on that abuse onto the family line, right? What more do you want to tell us about anger? What more do you want to tell us about anger? That was the honeymoon card. Enjoy the blissful holiday time together. So I'm really feeling like they're asking you to really like let go. Yeah, passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Exactly. You don't realize how much this is holding back you being able to have really helpful connections. And really, I'm seeing the communication is key card. Okay, but you need to expect powerful change. Okay, what did I say? I talked about pride. Full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way, right? Pride is, I told that story about Cassiopeia, which was all about pride. Pride and judging people on the outside. You and your loved ones are safe, right? You and your loved ones are safe. You felt this lack of safety in your childhood. You are good enough, right? You are good enough. You need to understand that you are good enough for this, right? Expect a powerful change coming up soon. Look at the bigger picture, which is a full moon in Sagittarius, and then we have a new moon in Leo right here. Confidence is key to yourself. Have confidence, right? Look at the bigger picture. Step back and understand that there's a divine timing and divine plan at play here. What you need to focus on is healing. That's what I just keep hearing. Not being in a relationship. You need to focus on healing. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's time to take action. Okay, adjustments are required, okay? It's time to take action. Adjustments are required. And look what the hell came out together. North Node and South Node, right? Don't let your past hold you back. Don't let all of this from your childhood, all the things that you have been through, feeling like you can't love and feeling like you can't trust, right? Feeling like you don't deserve abundance. Do not let that hold you back. Pay attention to what's in your South Node, okay? Definitely look into your natal chart and pay attention to what's in your South Node. For some of you, I feel like it could be Cancer, Leo, or Virgo. So pay attention to that and kind of look up what it means, like what that means. Okay, and the North Node together. Step out of your comfort zone, right? Step into who you really are. Some of you have been spending a lot of time, right, in the past, and it's important for you to spend some time in the past to understand, right? But it's important that you step out of that, right? To not let your past hold you back, and to step into your North Node, right? To step into your future, to step into your destined path, which you're actually supposed to be doing. Have confidence in yourself, okay? And I just hit this over here, and the religious factors card came out, right? So there's definitely your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Exactly, right? Your love life is definitely being affected by either the way you or your twin was brought up to believe, like this belief set that you were brought up in. I mean, you both definitely were, right? Because this lack mentality, this fear of commitment, this fear of intimacy, it all came right from the way that you were raised, right? And there's definitely, and also to this card right here is like contracts, right? Like soul contracts that you come in. So everything that's happening right now is being based on a spiritual path that was laid out before you. You need to understand that you need to take action, but prosperity lies ahead, right? You need to understand that you can do this, that you're destined to do it. So do the work. Sacred anger. What do you want to say about sacred anger? You're very close to achieving your goals, okay? You're very close to achieving your goals. You're very close to understanding how you need to let go of this. You're very close to understanding what you need to work on specifically. I'm hearing that a lot of you need to do some root shadow work. Your commitment is being tested, right? Your commitment to this path, to your destined path, is being tested. Are you going to make the effort? Are you going to put in the work? Are you going to do the things that you need to do to heal yourself? Okay, believe in the impossible. This can happen. Everything that you've been trying to manifest, it can happen. It's not impossible. Believe, right? No. That was be bold and make the first move, but it was in reverse. The answers you need are coming. Okay? The answers you need are coming. You're getting the answers that you've been asking for guidance. You've been asking for healing. The answers you need are coming. Absolutely. Excuse me. Shh. Oh, excuse me. My cats are trying to fight. What was this? Yes. Bring love into the situation. This is self-love. Bring self-love into this situation, okay? A win-win outcome is forecast, right? You are destined to step into this, to heal yourself. You are destined to do this. Surrender to the divine, right? Surrender to divine timing. Surrender to what the divine is trying to show you. Meditate and contemplate. Absolutely. So go inside, meditate, really connect with your ancestors, really connect, right? Your hard work is paying off. You need to focus on really digging into this right now. Also too, with that, I'd be surprised if the full moon and Capricorn card doesn't come out as well, because this, I'm telling y'all, some serious changes and the energy happened with this last full moon in Capricorn. And we're still dealing with the energies from that now. We still have a couple more days. Make sure that you're doing your forgiveness ceremonies and writing your letters of forgiveness, right? What did I just say? What do you need to release? Okay? What do you need to release? That's what you need to release. You need to write out these letters of forgiveness to your parents and let go. Let go of this anger, because it's holding you back. At this point, I'm really feeling like it's holding you back at this point. Right? Look, a new start is coming in reverse. It's holding you back from your new start. But a new start is coming if you release this. If you release this. What else do you want to say? Oh, a new romantic cycle begins. Wow. Let's hear it. A personal issue reaches resolution. Right? For some of you, there could be a Cancer involved in this, or you could have a Cancer coming, like a Cancer energy coming into your life. Definitely. I feel that really hard, really, really hard. Ooh. I'm also feeling like there's some kind of, okay, I'm just going to say what I'm hearing. There's some kind of connection that you have with some kind of Leo, specifically a Leo, and it's toxic. If you know that you don't have a connection with a Leo, then whatever. If you know that you are the Leo, then you need to understand that there are some behaviors that you're doing that are toxic and self-deprecating, like you're sabotaging yourself. Or if, like I said, adjustments are required is the card that it cut on them. So there's definitely adjustments are required. Surrender to the divine. There's definitely somebody that you need to cut out of your life and you need to move on from. Exactly. Your commitment is being tested by this person. Your commitment to your spiritual path is being tested by this person. This person, look, a Leo. I'm telling y'all, your commitment to your path is being tested by this person. Balance spirituality and practicality. Absolutely. So balance yourself. Balance yourself in your spirituality. Ground yourself. Emotions are running high. I know it might be hard to admit this because for some of you, this Leo person is like a family member. But understand that prosperity lies ahead. Ground yourself, right? In that Taurian energy, ground yourself. Like Taurian energy is also Venus energies, which is about like what you love and what you want to spend your time doing. So I definitely think, right, exactly, a new romantic cycle begins. Understand that when you heal all of this, a new romantic cycle in your life can begin. It's time to take action, right? It's time to take action. Nothing is set in stone, right? If you linger in this anger, if you linger in this judgment, if you linger in this pride, it will cut you off, right? It will cut you off from your true destined path. Because your true destined path is to let go of this anger, is to let go of these issues from your childhood. Okay, the energy is gaining momentum. The energy is gaining momentum right now. The universe is flowing, like you and your spirit guides, your ancestors, they're flowing energy towards you so that you can heal yourself. That's what you need to be doing right now. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Everything I said. Rescue yourself. Rescuer. You need to rescue yourself. Bully. You are dealing with a bully, definitely from your childhood. Shadow attributes. Conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. That's it, right? Your parents were scared. Your parents were going through a lot themselves. They are just human, right? Your parents were going through a lot themselves. They weren't healed themselves. And so they internalized that and projected it onto you. But it's so important that you let go of this. Now, when I say you need to forgive your parents, that doesn't mean that you need to accept the way that they are, right? You do need to understand, like, or to understand that them being abusive is not acceptable. It's not acceptable. And it wasn't acceptable in the past, and it's not acceptable now. However, whether or not they heal themselves, whether or not they move on from that, that's up to them. And whether or not you stay connected to these people and you allow these people to continue to bully you or to project on you is up to you. Destroyer. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. That's the light attribute, shadow attribute, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential, right? Your parents were so full of fear and lack themselves that they tried to pass that on to you, right? And they tried to destroy your potential because that was their karmic contract. That was the test that they put inside of you. That's how your commitment to this journey is being tested, right? And I know it can seem like, well, fuck that. That's a hell of a test. But you have to remember, you're the one who signed up for this test. You're the light worker who signed up to come into this family, to go through this pain so that you could heal it and change the destiny of this family. 33 down on the clock when I said that. Beautiful. Healer. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. Right? That's what you need to do. I'm hearing Reiki. Some of you either need to start studying Reiki or you're being really guided to go get a Reiki healing session. Prince and mediator. With that Prince, I heard that some of you actually might like Prince, like the artist, the artist formerly known as Prince. Some of you might really like that, and that's good. If it's something that you really liked as a child, kind of get back into it. Femme fatale, absolutely. Some of you really need to get into your lighthearted feminine energy. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is, wake up. That's what I'm hearing. Wake up. Wake up this feminine energy inside you, right? Wake up this feminine energy inside you. Some of you need to realize, I just got this really specific message. Some of you need to realize how sexy and beautiful you are because you were really torn down a lot by your parents. You were torn down a lot by your parents. You need to realize that you have a lot of sacred beauty inside of yourself. And a lot of you too need to work on your sacral chakra, or you need to work on balancing out like your sexual energy. And I know that a lot of you might be like, well, how does my parents have to do with my sexual energy? Well, we base a lot of how we see ourselves, especially sexually, physically, things like that, on the way that we either see our parents display themselves or we see our parents projecting onto us. So a lot of times we don't realize a lot of that we can have like a distorted sexual energy because of abuse that we dealt with. And that does not mean that you had to deal with physical abuse, right? It could just be verbal abuse, right? And you don't realize how gunked up, like how like blocked it makes your sacral chakra. So definitely some of you need to really concentrate on unblocking your sacral chakra, or your sacral chakra could be overly active or it could be blocked, like definitely. And your sacral chakra has a lot to do with your self-worth and how easily you'll give away, your sacred energy. So a lot of you could have found yourself giving away your sacred energy to a lot of, or your sexual energy to a lot of different people, trying to find love that you didn't get from your parents. What other messages for our ancestors do we have? Oh wow, I should just see this. So it landed on the ground and here blocked, and then here blocked. So you definitely have blocks. Definitely have a lot of blocks that you need to work through. Okay, damsel. What I was just talking about too, and then it's orange too, like your sacral energy. I'm hearing shadow, waiting for a knight to provide for you seduction by romantic illusion. Right, exactly. The light attribute, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Holy crap! Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, a lot of these popped out. All right. So some of you need to understand a lot of this has put you in victim mentality or has had you waiting around, right? If your dad wasn't there for you, your parents weren't there for you, it puts you in this waiting around for somebody to come and save you mentality. And the Spirit's telling you, save yourself, heal yourself, be the parents that you never had, be that partner that you never had for yourself. That just hit somebody. I felt that. I'm really happy. Scribe. No, preserving knowledge and information, right? Some of, like I said before, right, with this light writing your letters, look at her sitting down writing the letter. Some of you really need to sit down and write these letters of forgiveness, right? And then also some of you really need to do that, burn that, and you also need to work on writing, doing writing manifestation. So sit down and be like, I want to manifest these things into my life. Set that specific intention, and then sit down and write out what you want. Be as specific as you want to be, right? If you're like, I want to heal these parent wounds, I want to create abundance and love in my life. I want to accept and love myself. I want to move away and have a beautiful home. I need a new job, or I need this. Be as specific as you need to be. And you can also burn those letters, burn that. And as you're burning it, saying, I'm releasing this to my spirit guides so they can understand what I'm really specifically trying to manifest inside my life. Okay. So doing both of those. And in your letters, you need to be like, I'm releasing this, I'm releasing this fear. I'm forgiving my parents. I'm letting go of this. And then have that intention as you're burning it in your mind. Just keep saying, I'm releasing this fear. I'm releasing this. I'm letting go of it. I'm feeling light. I'm letting go of this. I'm peeling off the layers of abuse that I've dealt with in my life. I am no longer being fixated on the anger or the pain. I'm letting go, and I'm understanding what I need to do to allow myself to become a better version of myself, right? Definitely. So writing those letters of forgiveness and burning them and sending them off to your ancestors, sending them off to your spirit guides, to your angels, to transmute that energy into love and light and abundance, to allow it to come in your life, because you've really been blocked a lot because of this. Okay. And with this angel, helping those in need with no expectation of return. Absolutely. Right. Oh yes, sorry. Judge. I just heard Libra, so some of you could be a Libra, or you could have Libra somewhere in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Libra. Light attributes: balancing justice and compassion, managing a fair distribution of power, right? So it's like what happened to you wasn't fair, right? But it's about understanding it wasn't fair, and I won't let it happen to me again, right? And not in a I'm gonna keep myself locked up and, away from everybody so that can't happen again. But understanding, I will have discernment of understanding of seeing what the red flags are, and seeing, oh, I know where this leads. I know who you are, right? I identify who you are. I've dealt with people like you before. No, cut you out of my life. Move on, right? I don't need to attach myself. I don't need to attach myself to these people to feel like I need to heal them, or to feel like I need to gain their acceptance or gain their love. Right? Because attaching yourself to damaged people is not going to help you heal. Right? And you need to become a better judge of character and a better judge of that when you need to release and let go of people. Exorcist, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Exactly. Okay. What did I say? Saboteur. Right? You're sabotaging yourself doing this. Highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Right? Because of what happened to you, you're scared. And I know it might be like, I'm not scared. I want the best for my life. Deep down inside of yourself, somewhere, you're scared to allow the good things to happen in your life. Because you dealt with these bullies, because you dealt with these people, because you have these wounds. Somewhere subconsciously, you feel like you don't deserve it. Oof. Rescuer. Provides strength and support to others in crisis. Acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Right? I'm getting with this too. With this, and with the angel card, right? I'm feeling like your parents only were nice to you because they expected something back from you, right? It's understanding that you give freely and then you will get freely, right? You don't give love to people expecting, okay, I do all this for you and now you love me. Now you accept me. Now you give me attention, right? There's like this real need, and then look here with this, them both like holding something. Like here, the angel's like holding themselves, and here this person is holding like this heart, holding their love, and this angel's holding their heart as well, right? It's healing your heart chakra and understanding that your parents put this thought process inside of you that I only give because I get back, right? And that really stops your abundance. That really holds you back, right? And I'm getting because a lot of your parents only gave you attention and affection when you gave it back to them, when you gave them acceptance, right? With that whole sacred anger that I was talking about earlier, right? Your parents might have come in, caused a bunch of drama, and then expected you to love them anyway, and then expected you, but you always have to respect me. But no matter how I treat you, you always have to respect me. You always have to say what, you always have to do what I say. You always have to follow this. You always have to follow that, regardless of how I act, regardless of how low vibrational or how abusive I act. You have to do what I say. You have to love me back. And that's classic narcissism, right? No matter how terribly I treat you, you have to love me back, right? Because I'm feeling like, and it's really hard when you have narcissistic parents because they have this sense of ownership and control over you. Because one, they're already a narcissist, or they're already, like this. And I'm not saying that if your parents did this, they're specifically a narcissist, but they are specific. If your parents acted like this, they are specifically a karmic. And that's the way karmic energy operates. You owe me. Your parents had a very large sense of entitlement, or one or both, whichever way it was, or whoever was your parental figure. Whoever was over you, whether or not it was an adoptive family or whether or not, whatever it was, they have this incredible sense of entitlement over you. Like they own you and you have to do whatever. Like you owe me, is what I'm hearing. Some of you might have been adopted and that you were adopted by parents that somehow internalized that you owe me. I'm saving you. I'm a savior. Look at this. King, right? Excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. Okay? Be aware of that. And then addict too. Some of you could have had parents that were addicted, or just addicted to this behavior, addicted to karmic behavior, addicted to the power that they got off on, of having power over you, right? Of just feeling like I'm your parent and you have to do anything that I say. Oof. Gosh, it's so dark. Compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So exactly, right? even though their inner spirit might have been a person that was like, you should love your child, you should take care of your child, you should be there for your child. This addictive, narcissistic tendency, or this addictive, darker force that was over them, which could have been envy, jealousy, rage, just them being unhealed. They were unhealed people who decided not to heal. Then they had kids and decided to pass that on to their kids because they're karmic. And they're trying, and that's just how that works. Unfortunately. Right? And then look, the Queen card came out as well. Becomes arrogant with authority when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. So definitely, you could have had a narcissistic father, or just your father felt very entitled to the power, right? He's like, I'm the dad, I'm the head honcho, I'm the man of the house. So no matter what I say, no matter how abusive I am, no matter, I'm also hearing that do as I say, not as I do. So like this was like a person that broke their own rules all the time. Everybody else had to follow the rules besides them. They could be jealous, they could be late, they could be lazy, they could do whatever they were like, you're not allowed to do this. That's exactly what they were. It's because they were projecting that. Inside, they hated themselves or disliked themselves strongly for all those negative characteristics about themselves. So instead of changing themselves, they projected that onto you and told you, you can't be this, you can't be that. And then it gave you this really sense of anger and injustice because you're like, but this is how you are. This is who you are. This is who you are. But you're mad as hell at me, even though I'm not like you. You're like you. You obviously hate yourself. Misplaced anger. Right? And then here with your mother wounds here, it becomes arrogant when authority is challenged. So maybe you came to your mother and you were just like, what you do, what you say, how you treat me is not acceptable. You should have respect for me, And then instead of being like, oh wow, I've been abusing my kid, or I should have respect for my child, I should treat my child better, right? No, of course not. They doubled down and was like, you don't challenge me. You don't rule over me. You could have also had a very controlling and demanding mother. Right? So either one of these, right? Either one of these. Whew. Networker. Conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood, right? Spreads fear and falsehood. They were scared. They were angry that they didn't live up to their potential, right? Negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety. They might have even been like, they could have been in the church. They could have been a very prominent member in the church. So out in public, people are like, oh my gosh, bless those people. Pray those people. I love them. They're so good. They're such good people, right? But then at home, they're these really terrible people. They also could have had undercover addictions like alcoholism and things that they were suffering from to kind of help numb all of the pain that they felt inside for doing the things that they did. Because I'm telling you, if they're doing this to their kid, I'm telling you, the universe inside, their spirit guides inside are whipping their ass and having them feel like incredible amounts of guilt and anger towards themselves. Which unfortunately, when you choose not to heal, you just turn around and push that out to everybody else, especially your kids. If you're in this, if you're in like a situation where you feel like, oh, I finally have power over something or somebody, they have to listen to what I say, right? And a lot of times we have parents like this because their power was taken away from them. They probably had parents like that, or they had bosses like that, or, whoever it was, somebody with position of authority took authority away from them. So when they had the chance to have authority over somebody else, they went way overboard, right? And they couldn't allow you to be yourself and allow yourself to love who you truly were. Maybe they kind of wanted to recreate themselves inside you. What is that called? Where it's not projection, but it's living vicariously through you, right? So maybe they made you do things that they always like to do, but you're like, but I don't like to do this. Maybe they made you play an instrument or be involved in certain things that only they approved of, only things that they liked. I'll only buy you these clothes or let you listen to music or let you do things that I like. And there's this lack of allowing you to be your own separate entity because they have to have control over you, right? They're addicted to this having control over you. Whoo-wee. Mentor. Shadow attributes. An ability to allow the student to move on to the role of master. What was it just saying? Holy crap. I've actually never read the shadow attributes of this mentor. Imparting false instruction. Exactly. Maybe they even pushed you. And I'm sorry, I know it can be so hard. It can be so hard if people haven't grown up with parents that are like this. It can be so hard for you to express this to other people, because it's really hard for people to understand, like, what do you mean? What do you mean your parents tried to tear you down? What do you mean your parents were jealous of you? What does that mean? Why would you ever want to do that? You know, how could you ever be jealous of your own child? Shouldn't you be happy that your child is improving, that your child is having a better life? No, not everybody is. And that's the really sad truth. The really sad truth of it is a lot of people are secretly jealous of their children. They're secretly envious of their children, especially if you were born onto this earth and you were a light worker. So you had abilities. You had like this love and light around you that they did not have. And so they very purposely tried to quench that light. They very purposely tried to put that light out, to put fear and doubt inside your mind, because that's what they were supposed to do. So that you could be here now, and the divine could be asking you, do you want to heal this? Your commitment is being tested. It's been tested your whole entire life by these people. And these are very harsh wounds, because they go all the way back to the very beginning of our existence in this vessel, in this body. And we're taught our whole lives that our parents are the ones that have our back the most. When you grow up with parents like that, like this, they clearly don't. And it is really hard, because in the end, you always feel love for these people because they are your parents. It's very complicated to undo these parent wounds like this, because it makes us feel this really sense of injustice, like the world isn't fair. My parents should have just loved me. My mom should have just loved me. My dad should have just loved me. They should have just been there for me. They are supposed to be there protecting you, but I'm so sorry. Not everybody's meant to have kids, but that doesn't mean that they don't. Not everybody should be having kids, because they're choosing not to heal themselves. But that doesn't mean that they don't have kids. It's not up to us as a society to take that right away from them. However, I really feel like because of this, you're going to move on from this and really be inspiring to other people to heal themselves before they choose to have children. Heal yourself. Look at yourself, and start healing yourself at a much younger age. You don't have to wait till you're in your 30s to look at yourself and say, wow, I really need to get myself together. You can start when you're younger. You can start dealing with a lot of that, from the very beginning. So you can be a proper mentor to people. Wow. We are talking about a lot of really deep stuff in this. This is beautiful, though. Prince, I'm hearing shadow. Using power of self. Ooh. Aggrandizement. Sorry. I was like, what is that? Using power of aggrandizement. So just like, yeah, the same is also like, I'm so good. I'm so perfect. There's nothing wrong with me. Look at all these things that are wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with me. That's more of those issues. And it can be so hard. It's like talking to a brick wall, right? And a lot of times these people will manipulate around and around and around and around and around and around, and there's nothing you can go, but look at this. It's not right. It's not right. You know it's not right, because they know it's not right, because if somebody treated them that way, they would understand that it's not right. But there's like this disconnect here. I'm feeling that the people in this group, very much so particularly, you have parents that you are just going to have to walk away from. You're going to have to pray for their healing, but you are just going to have to walk away from these people, because especially if they have actual disturbances in their mind, like, you are going to have to walk away from these people. Exactly. Strength, skill, the discipline and toughness of will, heroism and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. Stoicism. Oh, wait, sorry. Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have the will, the strength to be like, no, I will defend myself. I will walk away from this. I'm getting very Seven of Wands. Yeah, Seven of Wands vibe from this. 5444 down on the clock when I said that. Poet. Express soul insights in symbolic language. Exactly. For sure. And the Virgin card too. Maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Yeah. Doing a lot of symbolic things for you, like the writing the letter and burning it, is releasing, right? That alchemy that comes from changing that and sending that energy out into the universe. Using the symbolism is really, really, really going to help you heal. Is there anything else from this deck that we need to get? Yes. Also singing. Okay. The femme fatale came out again. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. Opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Right. Your parents rejected you. Walk away from it. Walk away from this rejection and feel self-empowered by yourself. And we all have feminine and masculine energy, right? Absolutely. So no matter what gender you identify yourself with or what shell you came in on the outside, we all have both. And so it's important that you understand to help heal these feminine, this nurturing yourself, right? You felt unnurtured as a child, uncared for, whether or not that's physically or emotionally or both. It's so important that you spend this time caring for yourself, right? And then here too, with this Virgin, like, look, again, holding your chest, holding yourself, loving yourself, caring for yourself. And here too, oh my gosh, here with the arms around the chest, I didn't notice that. Definitely spending some time really reparenting, healing those child wounds that you have inside of yourself. Really spending that time cradling yourself, nurturing yourself, and feeling like, I love myself. And you show yourself you love yourself by really actually doing genuine things to really care for yourself, for your body, giving yourself all the things that a mother should have given you, right? Talking to yourself the way you wish your mother or your father would have talked to you, doing things for yourself that you wish your mother and father had been there and had done for you. That's how you reparent yourself. That's how you help heal these wounds. You forgive them, and then you take the power away from them and put it in yourself, right? I don't need my mother and father to forgive me. I don't need my mother or father and father to be there for me. I don't need them to take care of me. I need myself to take care of me. I need to be there for myself. I can't wait around for them to heal. I have to choose to heal now. Artist, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. Woo! What is the symbolism here? Okay, all three of these talking about symbolic, expressing soul insights in symbolic language, maintaining a symbolic purity of heart and spirit, right? Some of you definitely get it out in some kind of artistic pursuit, some kind of creative outlet, right? Whether or not that's painting, singing, playing music, just writing it out, writing out stories, writing out things that you dealt with as a child, writing out letters, whatever it is. There's some kind of artistic means that you need to do to symbolically help you release and deal and heal with this, right? Oh my gosh. Oh, well, accidents don't happen here. All right. What did I say? 8 of Cups. Walk away. Walk away from this because it doesn't serve you. What else is here? Ace of Pentacles. You're going to be given a gift. You have been given a gift. The ones that are watching this have been given some kind of artistic gift. Whether or not you can paint, you can draw, you can sing, you can dance. You know, you are a creative speaker, or you are a creative writer, or whatever it is. You've been given a gift, and you need to use it because it's what's going to help you really walk away from this and stop investing in all of this that didn't work out from your childhood, and invest in yourself, right? Absolutely. The Temperance here, coming in to balance this out, to bring balance to your masculine and your feminine energy inside of you, and to just bring balance into taking power away, right? Taking power away from them and pouring it into yourself, pouring it into your own cup, pouring into your own cup. King of Pentacles, absolutely. Find stability and balance in yourself, right? Really building up your foundation. What is this? Three of Pentacles, building your foundation. Absolutely. And that's you and your spirit guides and your ancestors, right? You and your angels and your ancestors, your spirit guides, all working together to really come in and to really rebuild this foundation. This is beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. And then look, there's that Four of Cups, that victim mentality I was talking about earlier. Eight of Wands. You have an opportunity coming towards you really soon. You have a lot of opportunities coming towards you. Allow yourself to be in this opportune moment of accepting this, right? Spirit is bringing you an opportunity, or they're giving you a gift to either help you or help other people. Take advantage of this, right? There's been a lot of sneaky activity happening in your life that has confused you, that has held you back, that has made you feel like, I don't know, so many options. But you need to let go of this. Let go of this from the past and allow yourself to transform. Death card, right? Allow yourself to transform. Do you have any more new messages that you want to bring? Any more new messages? Ooh, this deck feels so light and airy. Okay. Oh, yeah. Lovers. Love yourself. Strength. Have the strength inside of yourself. That's also the Leo energy again. Step into your own personal power. Let go of the fighting and the drama and the back and forth and the BS, right? Let go of it and find your true personal strength in yourself. The Lover's card doesn't always have to be like a romantic partnership. It can also be the love or lack of love that you felt from your family. Found love in yourself, between your divine feminine and your divine masculine, and see that you are being guided and watched over by your angels so that you can find this balance inside of yourself and find your true inner strength. Absolutely. Absolutely. What kind of other messages do we have to my ancestors? Yeah, you were done an injustice here. There was definitely injustice here, but that will be balanced here with your Empress, right? This is that mothering energy. Mother yourself. Pour into yourself. Love yourself. Get into this healing, right? There's definitely some mother wounds that you need to deal with here that have really stopped you from healing or seeing yourself shining your life bright. Also, there's something about sneaky, like lying energy, maybe lying to yourself, lying to other people. But I'm seeing that you picked up from a mother energy here. Really let go of that, right? Also, judgment. Let go of misjudgment of yourself and misjudgment of others, right? I'm feeling like a lot of this with this, you'd be so surprised how the lack of trust that you get from your parents manifest in lack of trust of partners, of whether that be romantic partners, friendships, business opportunities and things. You have like this really serious deep lack of trust that you have to heal inside of yourself. Okay, definitely put up here, yes, Queen of Swords, put up the proper boundaries in your life that you need to have, between not only between your parents but between other people in your life, right? Because you can have a really serious lack of boundaries because your parents were like, you always have to give to me. No matter what happens, you always have to give to me. Chase after me for approval. Chase after me for acceptance. Chase after me for love. Oh, well, of course, we always want to get love from our parents, but if you have a parent that abuses that system, right? You become like an over giver, or you go chasing after people who don't deserve it. Excuse me, wake up, right? Wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up and acknowledge this inside of yourself so that you can actively deal with it. Put up these proper boundaries in your life. And like I said, with the Libra card, again, you could be with the Justice and this, you could be an air sign, or you could be a Libra, or you could be dealing with a Libra or an air sign here. Also, a fire sign here, or specifically, specifically a Leo could be doing this. And then with the Justice and that both out here, definitely too. And with the Empress card, I feel like the Empress card is it's also Libra and Taurus energy, I think it is. Yeah, drop these burdens. Drop these burdens in here. The divine is here to help you, right? Here to help you. Queen of Cups. Get into this light and love energy for yourself. Is there any other messages that you want to get from this deck? Yes. Okay. Yeah. You really feel like this really serious lack of emotional fulfillment because of all of this. You feel a constant lack of emotional fulfillment, even if you are in even if you were in like a good positive relationship. I feel like you would push it away from yourself because you're not healed, and that's what's really been slowing you down and feeling like you can't find this lack of emotional fulfillment. Is there anything else? Anything new you want to talk about? You're also, yeah, so you're getting lots of aces here. You're being offered a new idea, a new way to see yourself, a new mindset. You're being about your gifts. You've been given some kind of spiritual gifts or given some kind of talent, but you're going to be giving a new idea as to how to use that, which is really going to help build up your self-worth. I've been saying that that quote several days now, right? Build up self-esteem by doing esteemable acts. You know what esteemable acts are? Taking care of yourself, being there. Even if it's just, I'm going to get up today and I'm going to take a shower and I'm going to make up my bed and I'm going to do something that helps expand my mind. I'm going to help somebody today. I'm going to do my everyday chores around the house. You know, I'm going to wash some clothes and laundry and put them up and, you know, finish tasks around the house. Even doing little simple things like that will help you. You will be amazed by how quickly just doing those and how you'll want to do more and you'll want to do more and you'll want to do more, you know. And when you say, I want to be there for people, you'll end up wanting to be there for people. When you say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to use my artistic talents to do this or finish a project or have follow through, you will feel that that inside of yourself, right? Don't get stuck inside these self-deprecating or these self-saboteur. Is that right? Anyway, so where you these self-sabotaging acts, right, where you feel like you're damaging your own self-esteem by not having follow through, by not committing, by not doing all of these things that you know you need to be doing, which is just creating this, you know, this reinforcement that I guess my parents were right because I guess I wasn't shit. I guess all the negative things they said about me was right, because you've internalized all of that. So you've internalized all of that, so you have like this lack of follow through in your life. Let go of that, right? Because you need to have self-love. You need to have self-love here. Right here, and with this, and also with this, this here, right? There's stuff that you need to let go of, right? Let go of all of this from your past. Let go and release this. Release this lack of abundance. Release this survival, feeling like you don't ever have enough or you're not given enough. All that comes from not having enough love and not being supported enough when you were a child, right? Get into this King of Wands energy. Definitely fire sign energy here as well. But just the fire sign energy in general. The King of Wands is the one that's ready to get up and defend his throne. He or she is ready to get up, is ready to do what they have to do to take action, right? Get up and take action on this. And that's what you're being asked to do. You're being asked to understand that this is a wheel of fortune moment, right? This wheel is turning upward for you. So understand, like, let go of all this devil energy from the past and turn towards a new cycle that's here for you, that's here to help support you. Listen to your intuition, okay? Listen to your intuition and to here. Two of Wands. Look forward out into the future. Also, definitely movement travel here. That this could be just internal travel in your mind, right? Like, I need to change with the way I'm moving, the way I'm feeling, the way I'm walking through the world, the way I'm seeing myself, the way I'm talking to myself through other people, you know. you'd be surprised that if you just actually allow yourself to not say self-deprecating things like, oh, I'm so stupid, or oh, I can't do that, or oh, I can't do this, or man, fuck my life, everything is just always just fucked up. Like, you will be surprised as if you cut those things out, what a big difference it actually makes in your life. And I know it might sound like trivial to say those things, but it makes a huge difference as to how you talk about yourself to yourself. Makes a huge difference and what you're manifesting, and what you just constantly think about yourself. If you do that, it's fine. Cut that out. Definitely allow yourself to come back from the brink, right? Let all these swords fall out of your back, right? Your parents or whoever this karmic energy was in your life tried to tie you down. Release yourself. That's what your ancestors are telling you to do. Release yourself. What else? Yeah. Find balance in this situation. Okay? Because you were trapped. You were keeping yourself trapped in your own mind. Make a decision about this. Two of Swords. Step up and make a decision about this and balance yourself out with the Six of Pentacles here. Okay. That's all from this deck. We're almost done. Okay. From the Angels and Ancestors deck, absolutely. Take care of your needs, right? I'm going to immediately pull that out. Okay. I was just about to say this intuitive messages things here. Animal Guardian, trust your instincts, right? And then look what we cut on. Intuitive messages. Take note of intuitive messages. You are being guarded and surrounded by love and protection. Trust your instincts, because trust your intuition. It's coming for you. You are being surrounded and protected. Guardian angel, you are not alone. Your angels and your spirit guides are here. Look how this woman is completely surrounded and protected. And look. She's also holding that baby up to her heart. Look at that. That's all of your angels, your spirit guides, and all of that around you. And this is you, like holding your inner child, healing yourself. That's beautiful. I love that. I do love that card, but I love that. Absolutely. Ooh, I was just about to say with the crow here, right? That's your ancestors. For me, the crow is like your ancestors here. Crow, Autumn, release the old and rest. Your ancestors are here telling you, release the old, release what does not serve you anymore, okay? Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. Stay grounded in yourself and in your heart chakra. Look, this heart chakra, everybody is touching their chest, telling you, please concentrate on your heart chakra here, right? Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. Be open to this information and allow yourself again here to heal your heart, to heal this love or this lack of love that you felt before. With his cup here, again in his hand. Wow. What other kind of messages do you have? Messages from positive spirit guides and angels for the collective, please, on healing themselves. Yeah, okay. She-wolf, unleash the wild within, right? And that's the sacred anger. Allow the sacred anger to be released from you. Allow the sacred anger to be released off of your soul because it's holding you back. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. Ego, challenge your pride. Heal yourself. And there's a warrior again, right? Be fearless and stand strong. So you guys definitely have some I wasn't going to say that, but I'm just really being guided to say Native American warrior spirits. Some of you either have a past life or you have some kind of Native American ancestry that's definitely coming through here that's telling you to heal yourself. Look at that. Definitely some indigenous Native American. And then here too with the wolf as well. Wow. Yeah, Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. Connect with your emotions, right? Let this flow. Let this flow and let it go. Wow. Any other messages from ancestors? I'm really being guided to say look up this, like the Native American or Native spiritual meeting of the crow. I'm being really guided to say that. Did I not say? There's so many Native ancestry here. Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Exactly. Break these ancestral curses. Let go and move on past them. So definitely, there a lot of you are really, really, really being guided to look into your native ancestry, because I feel like a lot of you have native ancestry, whether or not that's American. For some of you, it's Aboriginal ancestry. Look into it and break out of these ancestral patterns. Okay, you have really strong ancestors coming forward here. For some of you, it's African. For some of you, it's both. Wow. You have really, really strong either like past life ancestry. Yeah, look. Heart guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Again, there. Healing your heart chakra is so important. It's so important. So they want you, and then again with the red, right? Your angels want you to concentrate on healing yourself. You're getting a lot of energy flowing to you now from your ancestors and from your angels that are here to, they're here to help you. And you also have and you also have animal spirits that are around you too to help yourself. Wow. Okay. Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Absolutely. Embrace this peaceful energy about yourself. When you write out those letters, you're going to be completely overcome with this feeling of peace. It's going to help you move on and let go of this. Sun, enjoy success and happiness. Absolutely. It's going to help you enjoy this success and happiness. Are there any other messages specifically for the collective angels? Angel messages. Angel messages for the collective, please. Angel messages for the collective. Oh, yeah. Okay. Shaman, trust in higher forces. Again, these are very Native American. These very, what am I trying to say? A lot of Native American imagery coming through right here. Also, again, definitely with the crow. All right, definitely with the crow. Rise one, grow within your current situation. Allow yourself to heal and grow. Okay. Definitely with this one, I heard some of you have like a grandmother guardian angel that's coming through. It's really pushing you, this ancestry here, okay? They're really pushing you to heal yourself. Definitely, like super, super pushing you to heal yourself. And then look, they're always here with you. Always here beside you, helping you, guarding you, helping you to let go. And then look, these birds are all looking the same way too. Here, here, here. And then here with the owl, again too. Definitely. Wow. And then they're repeating wolf energy as well. They're repeating owl energy. They're repeating crow energy. They're repeating wolf energy. So I'm really being guided to look up to ask you to look up all of those. Also here being guided with the horn energy here with the stag. Trust and thrive, right? Trust, heal your trust issues here with the stag horn energy again and again and again as well here. So definitely some of you have like some kind of horned, I'm feeling more kind of just like forest spirit kind of energy that's around you, that's helping you. This like natural forest spirit. I'm really seeing like the hunter card in here, where it's like the track down your fears and desires for sure. Definitely also some of you, oh my God, you guys have so many spirit guides around you. It's ridiculous. You guys have like ancestral spirits that are around you. You have angel guardian spirits that are around you. You have goddess energy spirits that are around you. You have star seed, star family spirits that are around you. Like, my gosh. Stargazer, set your sights higher. Right? Believe in yourself and set your sights higher. Also pay attention to astrology and pay attention especially to like the moon cycles and what's going on there. As well as like what planets are transiting or squaring or retrograding. Pay attention to all of that, because it's all going to have a really big effect on you. Also, protection guardian, drop your shield. You're so protected, right? You are so incredibly protected. Like, wow. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Remember what I was saying? You're being given a gift. Transform and allow yourself to show. Again, with the bird in an imagery here, and also the wolf imagery again. Definitely some of you have a spirit animal that's a wolf, and definitely a crow as well. Big crow energy. That's also like your ancestors. And I'm also, with this crow, I'm also hearing a lot of like death and transformation. Yeah. Spiritual teacher, or a great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. Absolutely. You are learning so much from all these experiences that you are going through right now. In summer, bask in joy and light. There's so much, right? There's so much here. There's also a big right now, when we're going from summer over to fall, between the ending of summer and over into the fall, there's going to be huge energetic changes for you, right? But just there's so much, just like sun, joy, release the old to allow all of this. And also a lot of work. There's a lot more work is looking up, is what I just heard. There's a lot more work coming into you. So whatever that is, whether or not that's finding a career that you love, finding how you're incorporating your spiritual path into your journey. Look, traveler, move in a new direction. So definitely some of you are going to get the opportunity to travel, especially like work-based travel is what I'm hearing. This move is preordained. This travel is preordained. You were supposed to be going to this place, or traveling, or leaving where you are. What was that? Medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. Absolutely. Very more like shamanistic, kind of like healing, like ancestral. Yeah, hermit. Retreat and recharge. One more. Yeah, warrior. Definitely. There's so much ancestry here, so much past life information here. So like, it's ridiculous how much energy you have just all around you, surrounding you, protecting you, guiding you, pushing you forward, giving you so much strength. Wow, you're here on a really serious mission. Whatever the mission you're on a very serious mission. You're going to help a lot of people, and this is beautiful. But you have to help yourself first. Wow. Woo. Wow. Also, some of you have some kind of Viking heritage, or you were a Viking in a past life. Mountain, stand your ground. Absolutely. You lived in some kind of mountainous region. Wow. Okay, so let's get goddess messages. Now let's get some goddess messages. Thank you so much to your ancestors and to your spirit guides for coming through on that. Let's get some goddess messages for you. Oh. This is the Isis. Okay, so my rose quartz just like jumped around over there. So you guys might really want to get some rose quartz and meditate with that. That's also going to help heal and open your heart chakra. So think about getting some rose quartz and making a necklace, or something where you can wear it every day. Specifically a necklace, because I'm hearing you want it to like hang on your chest every day and touch your heart chakra at all times. All the time. Wear it for like a month is what I'm hearing. Like a month straight. A whole month straight of wearing it every day. At least for a minimum of 4 hours every day. At the very least, 4 hours a day, every day. Can I get some more goddess messages? Thank you so much for that goddess message. Can I get some more goddess messages for help healing these parental wounds? What does the... Ooh, my goodness. Key of life is the back of the deck energy. Spinning the Ankh, the key of life. Exactly, right? That Ankh energy. There it is again, right? Absolutely. Knot of Isis, energetic stabilization with the buckle of the beloved. Absolutely. So energetic stabilization. This goddess energy here is coming in here to really balance out your energy and help you and help heal the sacral chakra stuff that we were talking about, right? Absolutely. Woo, oh my gosh, so much fell on the floor. All of these? No. No, no, no. Yes, yes. Okay. What are these? Woo. Soul revival. Deep soul healing with the goddess. Absolutely, right? So deep soul healing with the goddess. Beautiful. Energetic connection. She's really pouring in. This goddess energy that's around you is really pouring in this massive amount of like healing energy into you. Truth unveiled. The revelation of Isis, right? Truth unveiled. Truth, your true divine self. Also just the true self of who you are. And on this channel, we've talked about Seth, the god Seth. That's him. which is a god. He's a god of like chaos and darkness. So it's also about coming out of this chaos and this darkness from your past, from people who were trying to take over, rule away from you. Absolutely. Are there any other messages from the goddess? Any other messages from the goddess? Thank you. Serpent of fire. Priestess of the serpent sisterhood. I'm hearing transformation. Shedding your old skin. I'm seeing like the shedding your old skin card in this deck right here. And how do you do that? Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. And there's that hunter card. That's what I saw. There's the hunter. Track down your fears and your desires. Definitely. Oh. Some of you have a specific Norse god that is channeling a lot of like energy into you right now. I feel that really ties into the wolf spirit. Yeah, that really ties into the wolf spirit. Ooh, yes. Nice. Anyway, but unlocking the magic within, unlock the magic. You have magic inside of you and you need to unlock it. You need to balance it out and unlock it. Definitely. What's behind this? Yeah, your emotions. You need to heal your emotions. Wolf spirit. I knew there was something. Right, yeah, that definitely ties into the wolf spirit here. This and the wolf spirit definitely tying together. So look that up. Definitely for sure. And with that cutting there on the shield maiden, the Viking princess again. Trade energy, exchange energy to and create abundance. Yeah, there's definitely a Viking spirit here that's also putting a lot of magic into you. But also Isis, look, the winged goddess here is also the goddess of magic. So definitely, there's definitely some magic, mystical abilities here that you're unlocking. Divine guardian, protection of the winged mother. Absolutely. So you are definitely being surrounded with love and light and protection. Check out the moon there, the full moon behind her as well. Ooh. The lunar queen. Right? She of the celestial crescents. So definitely. And then this life restored right here, you guys. There was this huge scarab beetle that's living on my front porch, and it's like I've been sitting outside every night, kind of trying to detox and stuff like after work, and just it keeps coming up and like trying. And I was all last night. It was just flying around. The last 2 or 3 nights actually, it's come out of nowhere after I've been hanging out outside of there and just like really like bugging me, flying around me and stuff. And it's big. It's like this big, so it keeps like flying around me. And I'm like, oh, I gotta come inside. And then last night I came inside and it came around to this window here, all the way from my front porch. It went all the way around my house and came to this window, and it was just like bing, 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 binging on the window. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is kind of creeping me out. And I was like, okay, no. There's obviously a message here. So look up what the sacred meaning of the scarab beetle was. And it was spiritual, spiritual. Because I drew from this deck yesterday. When I was filming a video about how to heal your parent wound, how to heal your parent wounds, right? And I was like, oh, so this came up, right? This card came up, the beetle came up, the scarab beetle came up, as well as the imagery here on the back of the deck. So I was like, okay, look it up. There's obviously a message here for you, right? And it was about going through spiritual transformation, right? Like really having like a spiritual like renewal of yourself. And I was like, okay. And then as soon as I looked it up, it went away and it stopped. I was just like, of course, so be aware. You guys might be seeing things like that, right? And you're going, and your gods or your goddesses are going to be throwing those signs and symbols in your face. So until you can understand them. So if you have a particular animal that you're seeing all the time, if you have a particular color or a particular something that you just see all the time, and you're just like, why is this standing out to me so much? Look up the spiritual significance of it. It's probably going to mean something for you, okay? Scales of balance, right? Oh yeah, too. And then on her scepter right here, there's Eye of Horus, awakening the divine perception. Absolutely, right? Um, Horus had visions through his eyes where he could see the future, like sacred eyes, right? After his mother restored his eyesight. So some of you might actually have like a sacred vision. You might have like premonitions of the future. You might have dreams and stuff, like your dreams and things. Your spirit guides might talk to you a lot through your dreams. I feel like a lot at night, this sacred goddess energy is really trying to talk to you. Flower of life, divine creativity and manifestation. Exactly what we've been talking about, right? Get into this creative, right? You've been given some kind of gift that the goddess has blessed you with. Some kind of magic gift, or foresight, or oracle. You could do like I do, read tarot cards or things like that. You've been given some kind of mystical power. It's important that you understand that it's time for you to start using it. That it's time for you to accept it and start using it in your life. Do you have any other messages for us, goddess? One more message, okay? From the sacred goddess. I'm hearing change, reveal yourself, reveal who you truly are. Allow yourself to transform and change. Don't be scared of allowing yourself to be who you truly are. Okay? Spirit of Isis, triumph of the goddess. This is a lot of different cards here. This is the one that flew out. Queen of the heaven, blessing from the divine empress of the skies. Exactly, right? You've received a divine blessing. Use it. It is back in here. What is this one? Intuition. That's not intuition. It says initiation. Okay. Initiation, but definitely using your intuition. Initiation, spiritual testing of Ra and the Lady Isis. Exactly. You're being tested by the sun goddess and the moon goddess, by the sacred feminine and sacred masculine. You're both being tested. But that your commitment is being tested, right? How committed are you to this journey? Key of life, yeah. Really definitely focus on your sacral energy. It's going to help you manifest. Talisman of potency. Changing sacred objects of power. Absolutely. I just heard endowing objects with like sacred energy as well. And that could be some kind of like you're being asked to create something. It could be something as simple as creating jewelry, creating candles, creating like spiritual books or something. There's some kind of creation that you're being really being drawn to push into, because these are going to have a lot of sacred energy flowing through them. That's going to help a lot of people. This is beautiful. You've been given a divine gift. Don't squander it. Use it. But you have to go through this healing so that you can believe in yourself. Ooh, this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. It's a lot of healing energy is being flowed to you, which is just like, oh my gosh. So, whew. Okay, is there anything else that you want to say that you have? Yes, there's something else. What deck is it? Yes, okay. from the angels and ancestors to still have more to say. Okay. Yeah, look. Transform and unveil your gifts. You are given gifts. Allow yourself to transform and allow that to come out. And the intuitive messages card, right? You're being guided by your intuition. Again. That's much better on. What other last messages do you have from us? Oh yes, okay. Sorry, I really didn't get into messages from your star family. Do you have messages from the star family, please? Messages for star seeds or from your star family. Messages from the star family. Trust your talents in changing times. Things are going to be changing around. You're going to be given a new opportunity. Trust your talents. Trust what you're given. And what are your talents? Look at that. Magic. You fucking have magic, okay? Stop denying yourself. You have these talents. You have these skills. You're being shown that you're supposed to be doing this. Things are going to be changing around you a lot. Really devote yourself to like your self-empowerment. Druid, hold the space. Crystals. There's definitely something about crystals here. Look. Fashioning things with crystals. And then two here. Look, with the incense, she's burning. Right, what I was saying right here. She has the smoke burning out of the bowl, right? Definitely releasing. What's this on top? Poet. Expressing soul insight symbolically in language and in symbolic language. I'm telling you. Ooh. Some of y'all are definitely supposed to be writing. Guardian angel, you're not alone. Your guardian angels stand beside you. What else from your star family? Travel. You're being guided to travel somewhere that you will be able to unlock more of your energy within you. Wherever you're being guided to travel or guided to go, it's because you're being guided there by your star family to be able to. There are positions of power, right, that allow or higher connectivity or higher. I'm hearing crystal grid. So crystal grid magic. Look into that, into getting more. Ooh, my crown chakra is tingling. Definitely look into crystal grids and unlocking more. Okay, sorry, that was a personal message just for me. High priestess, harness mystic power. Okay, you better stop playing around. There are places of sacred power, starseed sacred places of power that you're being guided to go and visit because it's going to unlock a higher connectivity with your starseed ancestry. Ooh, beautiful. Dream and journey. Look at that. Dream and journey. Night. Be brave and honest. I'm going to put this back in here though, but be brave and honest with yourself. Be brave in this. Trust. Trust your instincts. Trust where you're being guided. Trust and thrive, okay? You're being guided somewhere. Trust that you're being guided there for a reason. Go. I'm hearing meditate on it. It's going to come to you in meditation when you really sit down and you clear your mind and you ask your ancestors, really, where do you want me to go? Okay. Are there any other starseed messages that you have here? Any other messages that you have here? Yeah, trust. Trust in higher forces. Your spirit is asking you to trust. Go and step forward now before. Trust your instincts before it makes sense. Trust your emotions. You're feeling so emotionally drawn to go somewhere. You're feeling so, your emotions are just like, I need to do this. I need this. I need this. This is what I need. You're being guided there for absolute reason. Trust. Trust, 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 trust. Trust in us. Holy crap. Trust your talents in changing times. Trust. Please trust us. That's what your spirit guides. Please trust us. Please trust us. We know that you have so many trust issues because of your parent wounds that you have. right? And that's exactly why your parents, that's exactly why you have those wounds, right? But your commitment to this trust, your commitment to being like, I trust that my positive spirit guides and positive ancestors are leading me where I need to go in my life. I trust my intuition. I trust myself. Okay? Trust, 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 trust. It's big. Trust us is what they're asking you. Please trust us. There's a lot of feathers here too. Feathers and horns, and being guided to that, and bells. Feathers and horns and bells. Any of those things might mean something to you. They might be spiritual messages from your ancestors or things like that. Trust. Your ancestors are gonna. You could be walking out somewhere and find like horns or something like that. Find some kind of antlers or something. That'd be wild. Ignite your passions. Yeah. You're being guided to go somewhere you feel really passionate and strong about. Somewhere in your mind that you're just like, I know I'm supposed to go there. You're going to have like a fantastic spiritual experience when you go to this place. Don't let go of the need to be right. So don't let your pride hold you back, or don't let other people's pride hold you back, and be graceful in movement and action. Absolutely. Just more movement, 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 travel, right? That's the other thing. Dream and journey. Some of you are going to be shown this in a dream, or you're going to be shown this in a meditative state where you need to go. See from a higher perspective. You're being guided somewhere. You need to see that's where you need to go. Here, the other side of this is absolutely. Don't let your pride of being like, well, I can't be right, or I can't do that, or I can't go there. There's no way I can afford to go there or visit this. Stop, because trust that your spirit guides are going to leading you here for an absolute 100% life-changing reason, right? Dream and journey, move in a new direction, be graceful in movement and action. You are being asked to swiftly move and go somewhere, to change up your location, to change up your energy. Honor your inner knowing. You know, right? You know where you're supposed to be going. Or if you don't, if you really are like, I don't know, get into your meditative states and ask, where am I supposed to be traveling? Where am I supposed to be going? Help me go there. Help me see how I can get there. See from a higher perspective. Hermit, right there. Meditate on it. Meditate and go there, and be fearless and strong. Know that you are supposed to do this. This is part of is what is supposed to be for your soul. White Witch, be the light. Okay, stay in light and high vibrations. And then this owl too, again, we talked about that. And then look, the horns. Then the owl has horns on it, like chill. Also here, moths and butterflies here with the wings. And feathers and horns. all in this one. Definitely something about being out in nature. Being out where you can get more sunlight, more sunshine. It's more like hot climate that you're being asked to travel to, or just somewhere that gets more sun, regardless of the heat. Travel to the sun priestess. That's what I just heard. My gosh. Yes, and that is your ancestors, your sky ancestors, your star ancestors telling you to do that. Okay, what's here? Night, you're going to have to be brave and honest. It might be really scary at first. She-wolf, unleash the wild within. Right? This is your ancestors asking you to do this. Wise one, the same cards are coming out again. Okay. There's a lot of energy that just flew out of this as soon as I said that. Also, the High Priest came out. Right, like a counterpart or something like that. Hunter, there's that Hunter card. Track down your fears with more antlers. More wings and feathers and antlers. And the moon as well is coming out again. The sun and the moon, which is divine feminine, divine masculine energy. You're being guided to go somewhere, and it's so important. It's so, so important that you go there. Is there anything else? Is there any other thing you're being guided to do? Any other thing? Do you have any other messages from the star ancestors? Spring, see your seeds grow. Absolutely. So when you go here and you go to this place, you're gonna see your seeds grow. There's something in spring happens where you might have something might have happened where you found out that you needed to go to this place, or you might have been doing some research and you found out something in the spring that's gonna be a hint as to where you were supposed to be going. Air guardian, shift your perspective. Definitely. Shift your location, shift your perspective. High priest, intend to create. Manifest the ability to go here or to visit this place in your mind. And it will happen because so much of the energy of the universe wants you to be here. This place wants you to come to it. It wants you to visit it as well. Like you're energetically being really guided to this place, but you have to heal first. You need to heal. Heal yourself so you can trust yourself. Prosperity lies ahead. Okay? Don't let your past hold you back. Prosperity lies ahead. Is there anything else? Nope. Okay. That was beautiful. Thank you.